Hey guys, welcome to Players Guild. My name is Loki and today I am going to be talking about a piece of news for Yu-Gi-Oh! If you don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was my first proper competitive game. When I was 18 I played in my first nationals back in my old country. I got second place, so they had this stream called Yu-Gi-Oh! Digital Next. So first things first is Rush Duel. So Rush Duel is a new version of Yu-Gi-Oh! I will let it play in the background. It's a new version of Yu-Gi-Oh! In Japan with the new with the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime, with the 7th anime. And as you can see here, it is more of an RPG version when you run around, talk to the characters, have actual interaction, you're part of the story. I actually don't know what's the story there. It is nice to see that the game is getting a better treatment than Legacy of the Duelist. Because I still remember me trying to play for Legacy of the Duelist, where you couldn't turn off any animations, you couldn't do a lot of things, and the game was very unpleasant for me to play with. So this one is going to be Rush Duel, which is way faster gameplay. You only have 3 monster zones, you always draw up to 5 cards in your hand. And you can summon any amount of times a turn. So it's an amazing, as the name suggests, it's a Rush Duel. I'm surprised to see that they are playing with 8,000 life points. I was convinced that the game is 4,000 life points. That might just be the anime thing. But the game looks really nice. I expected mostly to be a single player, but it is also introduction for the Rush Duel to the West, which means we might be getting Rush Duel as an actual card game, which we haven't seen until now. So we had the Speed Duel, but now Speed Duel doesn't get any more products, so probably we're going to move towards Rush Duel. The new card frame for the cards is really amazing. As you can see, there's way more important. Artwork is way more important than it was in the past. So this is going to be one of those games that I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be streaming it as well, because I don't feel that attached to it. So I'm not going to be doing a full progression, full collection and things like that. I'm just curious about how the game is going to play. Then we have a small update to Duel Links. Then we got this history of Duel Links. And we have an update for Arc V coming into the Duel Links, which means pendulums are going to come in, which in Speed Duels is very interesting thing, because you only have 3 spell trap zones, so adding pendulums to that is really interesting. But it's an ongoing game. We knew this is coming as soon as they introduced GX, so we know that there's going to be a whole progression, so they are soon going to be catching up. It took them a good while to get to Arc V, which is nice. I like the pendulums, but I think my favorite one was a Synchro era, maybe beginning of the XYZ era. Wind-Ups and Insectus were my favorite decks back then. And then we go to the major news, the Master Duel. Steam, I think it's going to be Steam client for playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Online. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Is finally catching up to the other major games. You can see here, you have some foiling, you have some amazing effects when you attack, you have this amazing chain animation. Some of the cards, I assume majority of the cards, or at least some of the classic cards, are going to have good animations. We have the fusion summoning, some model animation. What's important for me is, how is this going to work? Because they do mention somewhere down the video that it is going to be and they're going to be running tournaments for that. So I expect this to work pretty much like Magic Arena. Or possibly might be working more towards PTCG Online. So Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. It's definitely going to have some microtransactions. Problem is, you have over 20 years of cards already in the game, and how they're going to make a catch up to that. I sincerely hope that we are going to be getting all the cards at once from the old ones. Oh, it's PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Series S, Xbox One, and I think Steam is, yeah, Nintendo Switch, Steam, iOS and Android, so everything. I think the only thing we have for release date is next year, 2022. Yes, so we can see here, it looks like you will be able to modify your side of the board, so you're going to be matching 2 boards together. You will be able to modify your sleeves, because we can see here there is a Master Duel sleeves and this is the regular sleeves. So they already have concept art. It is going to be supported in 4K resolution, which is really interesting. So here we can see that some of the cards have a shine to them, which means the ultra rare and ultimate rares are going to be an actual rarities in the game that is going to be showing up. And it's also going to make it easier for you to put up the different rarities and maybe have a full deck in ultimates. Maybe Ghost will make a comeback. It's a really interesting thing to see. What I want to know is how you will be obtaining cards. Because if it's anything like Magic Arena, it's going to be really difficult to build the decks. I do hope it is going to be more of the Pokemon Online, which will let you trade the cards with other players. And when you open a pack, you get a code that you can put in your game, or a QR code, or whatever it is. So you can input it in the game and get those cards there. So you don't need to be buying 2 times the same stuff. I would really, really look forward to that. I do hope they're also going to be supporting different formats. Like, for example, tag duels. I would like to see sealed, maybe. Some additional events. Traditional events would be nice, because it's easier to do it here. Again, it comes down, I do hope that we can get in common everything, maybe beside the last year. So you can still get all the good cards, because the last year is going to be printed in the gold. So in the tints, and then we can get the codes from the tints to get those cards, and we can build up a collection. Problem with multiple rarities is that you will have the same card in 5 different versions, because you have 1 common, 2nd common, 3rd common. There were cards like Fisher has been printed over 20 times, I think. So there will be issues like that I would really like to see how they're going to solve that. I do hope that we will be able to have some more gameplay, maybe some beta testing. I would be really, really interested in that. On top of that, we can see here that there are pets that you can have on board. We have Pot of Greed, and then we have Rescue Rabbit. So 2 very classical cards. Well, Pot of Greed is very classical cards. Here we have that Cyber Dragon Infinity. And the one on the right, I have absolutely no clue what that is. I have no clue what this is here on the right. Synchro Summoning looks amazing. Fusion Summoning we have seen. This is all animations they already had in other card games. But I'm happy to see it's going to be Master Rule 5, obviously. It is going to be Master Duel, so... Oh, we have a Dark Magician here. Pendulum Summoning. There's a bit too much animation for me, like shaking of the whole screen. It's not that necessary when you Pendulum Summon with every monster. I would rather them get dropped at once and then shake the screen. But I do like the finish him animation when you have the monster attack. Hopefully there is going to be a chat function as well. Friend, spectate mode. If there is a spectate mode, that means that anyone can run events on this, and that would be absolutely amazing. Yeah, and now there's another... Oh, you want to learn to play Yu-Gi-Oh! You don't need to be going through dual links first. You can go straight here, because they're going to be giving you the tutorial on how to play the game. So it is really nice. I'm just going to skip if there's anything more interesting. Yeah, so we have also the animation of the link summoning. Oh, that's a ritual summon as well. So everything has its own summon animation. It doesn't need to be anything great, because with 10,000 cards that are in the database, it is, yeah, just having a small animations of the moving models is absolutely amazing for me. This is perfect for me, because in Legacy of the Duelist, my biggest gripe was, oh, I'm playing a Blue Eyes deck, which I really, really like, and oh, I'm summoning a Blue Eyes, then I'm doing the Synchro Summon, then I'm summoning a Blue Eyes again. Oh, I have an animation again, and it keeps on playing every time I summon Blue Eyes. It's a bit... yeah. And there's one more, which they don't give us many information about, or anything really. A new project is underway, and this one is called Cross Duel, Friend or Foe. Which, yeah, a new 4-player card battle, which makes me think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is stepping into the Commander situation, which is amazing because that's more casual format, something that lets you play with more crazy decks. By the field here, we can see. I'm actually not sure what do we see here, because we have 3 cards in the front row, 3 in the middle row, sorry, and 1 in the back row, which makes me think it's kind of like Rush Duel, but not really, because this is going to be, as you can see here, App Store and Google Play Store, which means it's a mobile game. And we have absolutely no clue what this is going to be. I'm excited for this one. I do hope it is I mean, we know that it's a card game, it's a card battle. It might be a deck builder. It might be a commander style. I'm really excited. I want to see what this is going to be. So I'm excited. To summarize this, I'm really excited for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Future. I really want to be playing more Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially with those games. We are looking to start streaming more. So at the moment we are trying to stream every Tuesday and Sunday. So make sure to tune in for that. 7 PM UK time we are streaming. And yeah, we are streaming all sorts of things. Right now we are Pokemon Unite, Dragon Ball mostly. But I know next month I'm going to be doing way more Shadowverse. Because Shadowverse is coming out on Switch and I will be planning on streaming that. Beside that, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to click that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet and you are interested in all sorts of card games, make sure to click that subscribe button. And we will be having more videos for you of all manner of card games. We do have some Digimon content coming in. We are mostly doing Dragon Ball right now. But that's going to change soon because the spoiler season for Dragon Ball is finishing. So we'll try to start covering some other stuff like Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh! We have some Vanguard stuff as well. So we do have some stuff coming in. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you around next time.